why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Shit.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without the
Leute,
Gaia
die es
crew, I'd
können.
have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
Jo, da gibt's mal wieder richtig viel zuhören. Shit, was? Wird auf jeden Fall hören. Es dauert schon wieder so lang, Mensch. Egal. Ist ja spannend. Wird mich vielleicht mal ein Stück weiter zurücklehnen.
I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eleuthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the guy in the lead colonel? I told them I could capture Eleuthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done.
Aber echt?
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy, so it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
Erst du gehst mal mit Gaia sprechen.
You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are gonna die. Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Das kann ja noch interessant werden mit der. Von einem langen Gespräch zum nächsten.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, Maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zenith.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Dann weiß ich schon. Ja.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zenith got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Danke, danke, Frau KI.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Aloy,
Hey, thought I'd, check in on how you're doing.
you mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
Little?
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Klar habe ich Zeit.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Möge das Land blühen in deinem Schritt.
Aloy,
Okay.
we've gathered some supplies in that
Ich bin
chest.
nicht 12, nein.
Take what you
Ich bin
need.
nicht 12. Ach ja, die Aussicht. Immer wieder schön. Ich frage mich immer noch, was dieses Dreieck da ganz hinten in der Mitte ist. Also,
Catching snowflakes on my lashes.
warum ist da ein Dreieck? Ist ein kaputter Berg? Man weiß es nicht. Okay, was gibt's zu tun? Gibt wahrscheinlich sehr viel zu tun. Vor allem Nebenquest-Zeug gibt's wahrscheinlich. Doch ein paar. Hauptquest weiß ich ja gerade gar nicht. Für 20. Das ist für 22 gedacht. Nee, dann macht man dann doch mal. Oh, Stufe 25 ist alles noch höher. Decca will ihren Enkel Cavo finden. Genau, das können wir machen. Der sich der Rebellion von Regalla angeschlossen hat, um ihn zu überzeugen, nach Hause zurückzukehren. Das sieht doch nach einer Aufgabe für mein Level aus. Wo müssen wir da hin? Ach, nur 1500 Schritte, Meter, was auch immer, in diese Richtung. Machen wir doch mal kurz.
Aloy, it's Kotalo. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Saltbite, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows, maybe they could use your help too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
Jetzt wird's Zeit. Alfredo, mein treues Ross.
Up to North Settlement. Might want to stop for supplies.
Wie weit ist denn das? Weit. Okay. Aber es scheint der richtige Weg zu sein. Nicht mehr so ganz.
Things get loud whenever lawn is involved.
Sag mal, steckst du jetzt in dem Auto fest? Konnte ich jetzt schon wieder die Richtung so komplett verfehlen. Ich blick's nicht. Da hätte ich da hochgehen müssen. Ich verstehe es wirklich gar nicht. Da lang. Das ist der richtige Weg. Gut. Ich habe wieder irgendein Tier überfahren. Und wieder. Ich frage mich, ob ich den hier endlich mal besteigen darf. Aber warte mal. Nee, doch nicht. Vielleicht ist es einer, wo man von unten direkt drauf kommt. Komme ich da überhaupt hoch?
Sounds like those Demoth soldiers have gotten themselves in trouble again. And Magdalene is in shape too.
Greift jetzt mich an oder was? Komm, mach mal ein bisschen mit hier in dem Fight. Komm, gib mir deine Waffe. Genau die meine ich. Gib her damit. Aber du sollst nicht jetzt auf den schlagen. Du sollst mit der Waffe schießen, Aloy. Kennst du das? Hallo Aloy, nicht sterben. Schießen. Wo habe ich mich hier schon wieder reinbegeben, ey? Meine Fresse. Wie viele Gegner sind hier? Was ist das hier? Krieg der... Was auch immer. Weiß ich schon gar nicht mehr, was ich sagen soll. Wie war das? Man soll jetzt... Mann, bleib doch da. Da reinschießen. Genau da. Okay, zu viele, glaube ich. Und ich hatte nichts mehr zum Heilen dabei, außer Tränke. Und den wollte sie nicht schnell genug einsetzen. So kann's gehen. Die Basis. Okay, ich muss immer noch da hoch. Es sind immer noch 800 Meter. Ist was? Oh, ich kann hier auch nirgendwo hin quick traveln. Scheiße.
To knock the rebels. A lot of them. Whatever they're doing can't be good.
Ja, bitte, reiten, nicht stehen, danke. Da lang, bitte. Das schaffst du. Finish die Straße. So. Richtiger Weg. Ich bleib jetzt einfach auf dem Weg. Reite da durch. Und wenn irgendjemand irgendwas angreift, reite ich einfach weiter. Wie ich es von Anfang an vorhatte. Jetzt wäre hier Richtung rechts lang. Anscheinend, ja. Oh Gott. Großes Wesen.
Now the soldiers have gotten themselves in trouble.
Immer noch richtig. Ja, sehr gut. Was ist hier? Ist hier kein Meer? Ne, sah nur so aus. Ah, ausgetrocknetes Meer oder ausgetrockneter See. Hier kurz das Lagerfeuer aktivieren. Jetzt hier Stachelschnauzen und das Ding ist was ganz Böses, Großes. Geht mich gar nichts an, was das ist. Ja, ey Leute, hochziehen bitte. Danke. Ich meine, ich kann das auch nicht. Echt, mich irgendwo hochziehen. Dafür habe ich zu sehr Laucharme, aber... Hey Leute. Und dir habe ich das anders erwartet. Naja, die springt doch aus dem Stand 2 Meter hoch, also... Ich will nicht da hoch. Die sind da. Da dürfte jetzt die Decker, irgendwas auf mich warten. Decker.
Aloy, the outpost is just over there. Are you ready?
The rebels aren't going to give up without a fight.
Then we'll have to give them one. The bloodshed won't end until Regalla is defeated. What matters is their prisoner Nakala. Maybe she knows where Kavo's squad went.
Okay, let's head in then.
Wie man hier mal plötzlich von einem Biom ins nächste kommt. Irgendwie nichts davon mitbekommt. So, hinter dem Berg, Wüste. Hier,
Post full of rebels.
Gegenteil.
Time to find whoever's in charge and take them out.
Es regnet sogar. Soll ich hier drin leise sein oder was soll ich tun? Erledige die Rebellen. Okay. Das darf ich ja dann machen, wie ich will, oder? Darf ich die nicht anmarkieren? Sie sieht mich einfach nicht. Hätte jetzt eigentlich niemand mitbekommen dürfen. Eigentlich.
Come, Aloy. Back to the task at hand.
Ja, ich snipe hier. Ich habe nicht umsonst einen Scharfschützenbogen. Ja, ob ich treffe, ist so eine andere Sache. Ja, komm. Dann den kritischen Schlag in den Arsch. War dann der Tod. Irgendwie ziemlich fragwürdig, aber naja. Sagen wir, es war Zufall, wo sie gerade den Speer hingesteckt hat. Darf ich nicht hier hoch? Aloy, bitte. Und wieder runter. Junge.
Now this'll do some damage.
Das glaube ich aber auch. Bam, 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 bam. Ach, sowas gegen Menschen, das ist ja eine Kriegsrechtsverletzung. Ja, und